Hey kids, it's late. I'm all done with the car, but I wanted to show you what's going on. So here's your back seat. You want to lift this up, take the plastic cover off. There's 4 screws. See those screws right there? You take those out. Plastic cover, you take the plastic cover off. There's 3 more screws. See those other screws? You take those screws out of these 3 spots. Boom, boom, boom. And you see your fuel pump. Alright, this is your, hold on. This is your fuel pump that goes to the engine. This is the line that goes to the engine right here. I bought a compression fitting. It's a 5/16 compression fitting. Looks like that. Solid brass from Advanced Auto, 5/16. And I fed my line through, and I hooked up the line side first, and I snugged that up real good, and then I put the little ring. There's a little ring on the inside of this nut. You slide that on there. Well, you slide your nut on, you slide the little ring on, and then you match up the fitting with the hose and make sure it slides all the way in, and then you snug it down. Be careful not to cross thread it, because then it won't snug up, otherwise it'll leak. I cross threaded mine, it started leaking, then I had to redo it. Luckily I was able to redo it. Well, this goes down and under the car along the brake lines, and then back up into the engine to your fuel filter. That's your fuel filter. This is the line right here. It goes right up into the bottom of it, and you got to flare it out. You got to undo this nut, screw this nut onto your line, and then flare out the end of your line, and then you screw it in. The beginning of the process, the manual says to relieve the pressure in the fuel system, which is this nut here. You want to hold this with a crescent wrench, get your ratchet and socket on there, loosen that up. You have a little bit of fuel. And the first thing you're supposed to do is undo the negative on your battery. So undo the negative on your battery, take the pressure out of the line, loosen that up. You want to hold it with something here and then spin that, because this whole thing moves. And then here's my old line here. I just snipped it and then unscrewed that. And then I have my nut. I was able to reuse my nut. The line that I bought is this stuff right here. This copper nickel alloy. I bought 25 feet of it. It was like 70 bucks, but I might use it on the return line if that starts leaking real bad. But those are the only 2 things I had to buy to fix my gas leak. This thing is attached to the fuel pump. You gotta get this off. There's little white clips in here. You squeeze them and you yank it back and forth, and you squeeze them some more to get that off the fuel pump. The other end of it, I couldn't get it out. It was all rusted and stuck in there, and so I said, screw it, I'm just going to run the line the whole way. Good luck.